So I just got back from a second date with somebody I met about a month and a half ago, and I kind of want to talk about the importance of, it has nothing to do with the date. It was okay, we got to know each other a little better. There's still no chemistry, so anyway, I want to talk about, and I don't mean that vindictively. It is what it is. So, I wanted to talk about like the difference between texting and talking on the phone and face-to-face conversations. Um, how do I say this? So, and I bring this up quite a bit in videos. I think that, texting is mainly for someone who's been in a relationship or is in a relationship. What is it about picking up the phone and calling and talking to somebody on the phone? I've noticed this is, first of all, with the guy that I was seeing and have a good connection with, we started talking in February, texting in February. We didn't actually talk on the phone until May. But I have a really good connection with him. I feel really connected to him. We were together a very short period of time, and maybe things happened fast. I don't know, but I felt connected to him. I felt a connection with him prior to talking on the phone, and when we talked on the phone, felt even more of a connection. And then when we actually met for the first couple of times, I felt it was more or less, I knew there was definitely some chemistry between us. And then I've been dating. I went on 3 dates with a guy that I met in August, first part of August, and there was some connection there or some chemistry there, but we haven't even talked on the phone. Like, we've talked on our dates, or the times that we went on dates, and he comes off very strong, intimately trying to be intimate, and and there's no chemistry there. I mean, there is some, but it's, not like the guy I started talking to in February. And then this guy that I went on today, or went on a date with this evening, I don't feel chemistry either. And he's only texted me, he texted me for a date the day after we talked on Plenty of Fish. We went on a date. And then he texted me a week later, "Hi, how are you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing great, how are you?" And that was pretty much it. And then he texted me again today and asked me on a date. So it's like, I like that, because he wants to meet instead of conversing on text messaging. But when is a good time to really know that you want to talk to somebody, more consistently face to face? I think you really kind of know after you've met face to face for the first time. And I know it's unreasonable to go on dates all the time. Everybody has a life and a schedule and work and family, etc. But if you are, if there is chemistry there, if there is a connection, I think that talking on the phone is it's more efficient than texting. You really need to talk, even if it's especially if you have a connection or you feel chemistry there. I think talking like once you've met them, and went on the first date and there's chemistry there, face to face could even look like right now, like talking on like FaceTime or Messenger and face to face, like having a conversation with each other. I think, that would be a good time to do a lot of your communication through face to face talking, is when you feel chemistry with somebody. I'm not one to go into like deep conversations over text, especially over text. Deep conversations should be had face to face, and sometimes I have to, even like with family or friends, I have to, we have to talk about this face to face. This is something that we can't talk about over the phone. So, like I've said in other videos, for me, texting is something that you do to like make a date or see how somebody's day went, or that's it. But if they're just not calling you or texting you, to set up a time to meet face to face, then you should be doing a lot of conversations like on video. And that's one thing that I've learned over the last few months about dating and in courtship and getting to know somebody is, what are the best ways to communicate. And when I say video chatting, I mean just like this. I don't send, I recommend not sending like nude pictures. Like, I don't do stuff like that. I don't agree with that. Maybe I'm old fashioned, but that's just me. Now, if you're in a relationship with somebody, or you're married, or if you're in a serious relationship, then it might be okay to do stuff like that. But talking is super important. Learning somebody's like body language, or being able to listen to their tone. And I'm sorry, I'm extremely tired. I'm not even sitting up in my bed. I'm like laying back. But to really get to know somebody, I think you have to do it face to face. And like I said, it's unrealistic to do face to face conversations when you're, on a consistent basis, if you really want to get to know them. So doing it like this would probably be the best option, in between dates. I think after the second date, I'm just kind of going over my points I made here. You kind of know whether or not you have a chemistry with somebody. And then, pretty much that's about it as far as, proper ways to communicate and the proper ways to get to know somebody. So, anyway.